Never got to do this in my first season. This is exciting.
Hello, Power of Trace. I mean, Final Trace. Congratulations to you, the final three of 1984 Rewrite the Stars. Um, so, the three of you have made it farther than anybody else this season. And with that, you get to look back on the season, talk about your fallen house guests, some memories with them, whatever that may be. As we discussed, you guys are going to kind of move this along on your own. So that's all from me. You're going to hear for a little while. But yeah, you guys are good to start. You will just go in eviction order, starting with Mr. Sam.
Can I start? So
I think you get to.
Hey Sam. It was a pleasure getting to talk to you for the little bit you were in the season. We talked about how we wanted to like work together and redo season 5 because season 5 was a shoddy mess and we all know how that went. A big part of the season was rewriting the stars, and you were part of the HOH that took me out. So I just knew that in order for me to rewrite the stars, I had to make the move, and it was nothing personal. It's just me wanting to do what the season's called for. I love you as a person. I hope you know that. And as a game player, you're freaking scary. So, love you.
I guess I will go. Yeah, you want to go, Jay? You want to go?
You can go. You can go.
Okay. So Sam, I got to meet you this game. You were very like nice and fun to talk to and everything. However, though, like for me, you started playing this game way too hard, too fast, and I honestly could not risk my own game at that point to try to save you. So I voted with the house on that vote. But you seem like a very good person and like a nice individual. But yeah, it was really nice meeting you.
Hi, Sam. Yeah, it was an experience meeting you. The amount of calls that you would drag me on or ask to go on while I'm at work was intense. But yeah, you seemed like a really cool guy whenever I could get you to talk about, you. So yeah, you're chill. Cool. Not really chill. You're kind of intense, but you are a cool guy.
Then next was Brandon.
I feel like I should start off with Brandon since I met him in person.
Go ahead.
It's like, okay, so Brandon, I got to meet you in New York City during the first eviction when Sam went home. And you're a great individual, great guy. I was personally blindsided when you got put on the block the second round. I voted to keep you, obviously, but you're a really great guy. I'm glad that you were one of the few people that I knew coming into this game, and I'm glad we got to reconnect because of that. And it was really cool meeting you in person. Like I said, it sucks that you got out so early. We could have slayed this game together, but you're a great guy, and you know that. So,
Jay.
Okay, yes. Brandon, this was I've heard of you before, and we played like a Discord org together, which is basically a group game to me. So, but I enjoyed talking to you more in this game, despite how brief it was, just because you were a lot different on call than you were when I was like messaging you via Discord. So I really got to enjoy getting to know and meet and like actually meet you like face to face via Skype. So yeah.
Brandon, we've had ups and downs, especially in Trinity. Redacted. You are a fantastic player. You are a really sweet person to talk to. And I feel so bad not giving us the chance of working together as long as we talked about, especially on during the first week. I feel like you could have made this game a lot different if you did stay that round. I do think we probably would have worked together really, really well. But I was just thinking about it game-wise, and I was like, I don't know, because I feel like Brandon's not afraid to make big moves. I feel like he's a big player. I feel if we take a big player out right now, just like we did week one, I feel things will go different. And they worked in my favor, sadly. And I hate that you were probably one of those people that had to go for me to get here. But I do believe that if you were in this game, you probably would have taken me out a lot sooner than other people. So I'm so sorry. I love you so much. But
okay, Lamar's next. If anyone minds, I would like
to go. Yeah, go Jay.
Lamar, I adored the 3 conversations we had, our weekly conversation. I I just could not find it in me to vote you to go. But when that vote count was revealed, I was fucking gagged. I was like, Lamar's going for sure, but I can't vote the only other Black person out this soon. And then it's 7-5 or whatever it was. And I was like, I really got to enjoy meeting you. I'm glad you were here, because otherwise this would have been a very pale cast. So thank you for coming, and I'm sorry that these nasty bitches could not let you go longer.
I'll go second to kind of keep our circle going. Lamar, it was great talking to you, especially when I had first HOH. You were more active, and you were really nice and sweet to talk to, and someone I really, really wanted to work with. But sadly, you fell sick, and other things came in to the game, and you just really had to focus on your health. And I think that was a lot more important. I really wish you the best, and it was great getting to know you while I did. Hope you're doing amazing.
Lamar, I actually never really got to speak to you, unfortunately. We had a few small conversations and small talk, and you seemed very nice. But your campaign to me was a hand. So it was a no-brainer for me just to evict you over Chloe, that eviction. But you know what? Respect. I hope you're feeling it's a solid speech. But you seem like a very nice person, and once again, sorry for evicting you, but at that point it made no sense for me to save you over Chloe. So do I go first now again, since I was last this time?
I think Justin goes first, right?
Oh, we had the circle all messed
Justin.
up, but
yeah, I think it's Justin, Caleb, Justin, me. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
No, it went me, Caleb, Jay. So
yes, because you started with Brandon.
I started
with Brandon, so it's Jay's turn. Yeah. No, it's Justin's turn. It's Justin's turn.
It's Justin.
All right, cool. Hi, Mr. Jerry. King, icon, hottie, it really sucked that week was me versus you. I also feel like we weren't working as closely as we could have been. So at the end of it, I wasn't mad at the outcome, especially the vote count. I'm so sorry. I fucking love you as a person. I think you know that, but I find you so fucking threatening as a player. So it was kind of validating to stay over you unanimously low key. Plus, it was also my birthday, so that would have really sucked to go on my birthday. But at the same time, the game happened the way it happened. I fucking love you. I hope to see you in another org sooner or later. And hopefully we can actually work closely together for once. Piriana.
Okay, I guess it's my turn then. Jerry, you were a very cool person. I think we had a very good personable relationship. However, we did not have a game relationship whatsoever. So saving you would have been stupid over saving Justin, who I was working with since day one. Jerry, you're a really great guy. and I wish you the best. I wish I got to know you better, but you do have our streak together, which is kind of cool. So wish you best in life.
Jerry, hi. um, after playing that game with you, it kind of opened my eyes to how intense of a player you can be. While you may come off as very like, I'm here for the lulz, I'm here to have fun. I think a lot of people don't give you the credit that you deserve. So yeah, I'm happy to have played this game with you, to have me when I just remembered Bella's in the bathroom. I'm happy to have played this game with you and to have gotten to talk more with you. I know you took this very personally, but sorry. I'll be back.
So I think you go next.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I go next for Grace. Okay.
Yep.
Grace, I absolutely adore and love you, and your eviction was probably the toughest for me to watch. You were the only eviction that actually had me in tears. I adore you, and I'm so proud of the person that you are. You are a strong, fierce, intelligent woman. I'm sad that we don't get to meet Saturday, but I understand the reasonings and everything. On a game level, we worked pretty well together this game. We always do. I'm very thankful for you. I appreciate everything that you're about and what you stand for. And once again, just never quit being yourself, because you're absolutely amazing.
I think it's me. Grace, that your eviction like tore me apart. We were really, really close this game. Kind of like every game. I hate to admit that. Well, I don't hate to admit it because I love you, but like game wise, like it sucked watching you go so soon, especially after you winning HOH and then you just like, oh girl, I'm like so I'm okay, I'm like kind of sad. Like I had to save you. I just knew you were one person in this game. Like if it came down to it, I just knew I could not evict you. And after seeing you fight so hard and seeing the reasonings as to why people wanted you gone, like that shit really, really hurt. And just know on a personal level, I love you more than fucking like a lot of people in the org community, and that's really hard for me to say. You're fucking amazing, and keep fucking doing you, Grace. I fucking love you.
Grace, I was so glad to see whenever you got casted here. Girl, I always call you my wife. You call me your husband. Like, you know how much I fucking adore you. But unfortunately, I had to put that aside this round just because you were ramping up about these people are in an alliance because they voted Chloe out. So I love you as a person, but I just couldn't find a reason to keep you if you were going to be that anti-Lamar, like anti-Lamar voters. So I love and adore you. I hope that we get the chance to talk more about it and just talk it through. But even if you want to file for a divorce, you will always be my first wife. So thank you.
Jay go first?
Yeah. Hi, Jonah. Playing with you, it was, I always enjoy playing with you just because you are the complete opposite of me. I feel like you really like to talk about the game, whereas I tend to like talk more on a personal level. So I really like playing with you because we kind of like balance each other out. But I think it was. I think the double. Like I think everybody knew it was a double coming up, and I just couldn't afford to be making any waves at that point of the game. So I'm so sorry that you had to go out that way because I know you didn't appreciate being like backdoored, but sorry. Justin?
Justin, you want to go second, or because I'll give him a good speech if you want to give.
Okay, I'll go second. Hi, Jonah. So with my week 1 HOH, I had to make a sudden renom, and we did talk a lot in the first part of my HOH, but then I felt like we kind of drifted, and I just didn't know where your head was going to be at the end of it. So I did put you up with the intention of being a pawn and making sure that you stayed. And I felt I really did that. I felt like I made my target pretty clear, and I did whatever I could to make sure that you stayed because of how bad I felt, because I really didn't want to put you up, but I was just going off of what would be best for me at that moment. And sadly, you were that person. And then you did win HOH, and then you put me up right where I respectively deserved to be. I do want to say it's really fucking iconic that when we both had HOHs, we nommed each other and we both stayed. We both stayed on it. So like that's kind of fucking cool, I guess. So we kind of still had like target going against each other. My thing was you supposedly, I'll say that, made me your target the round. Me and Jerry were up, and I didn't find that cool, but I mean, I did. My actions did lead me to being your main target, so I do understand that 100 freaking percent. I think you're a chill fucking dude. I do look forward to potentially playing more games with you in the future. I hope this one we can kind of like bury under the hatchet, but if not, hey, that's the game, Betty. And good luck to you.
All right. Jonah, you're an absolute king. We played Instinct together as well, and I was one of the votes to save you then, and I was a vote to save you this time. I don't know if I ever told you guys that, but I voted to save Jonah that round. But because like I think the world of you. I've known you since I was like 16 years old. You're in a king, like you're a good player, very, very game oriented. And I like that because like what's like Jay said, I'm also more of a personable player rather than the game player. But I think you're a really smart guy, a guy full with like a heart of gold. I think you would seriously give the shirt off your back to anybody. And I really hope and pray and send you good vibes that you would just do well in life and that you had a good time and a good experience while playing this game. That's all I gotta say.
Next up is Peyton, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, who's first? Yeah, Justin. Okay.
Peyton, you are such a sweet guy. We bonded over both working in hotels. And for the longest time, I genuinely thought we were going to be a showmance. I think you are a sweet person to talk to. And I would have loved to work with you further, but you were up against Caleb. And as you can see, this happened. Other than that, I do think I probably would have loved to work a lot farther in this game with you, but at the same time, I also saw you being someone, if you made it much farther, you would have honestly won because your social game was chef's kiss. So I do think me taking you out there was honestly the best for my game, allies wise, and just what's the word? Just logically? Sure, let's go with that. So nothing but love and respect for you. I hope I see you in another game. You're fucking amazing. Pure honor.
All right. Peyton, so you're someone early on that I feel like we didn't click. But towards like the middle, early stages of the game is when we actually went on a call together and we like really bonded really well together. And I think you're a great guy. Obviously, I had nothing to do with your eviction. I was nominated against you. But I do honestly, in my mind at that time, I did consider you probably the biggest threat in the season. I saw how good your social game was and how you were able to adapt really well to like what the game was going on. I think you got very unlucky with Connor winning HOH. I think anybody else would have won HOH. You probably were not touching that block. Great guy, great player, but I'm glad it was you and not me because I'm in the final 3.
Peyton, I don't think we were really that close game wise. Like we talked a lot about our days and real life and stuff, but I think game wise we both kind of knew like we probably wouldn't have each other's back too much longer. So as a person, I love and adore you. You seem like a really chill, cool guy. I really enjoyed our talk whenever I was HOH. That was the time I really decided that I actually enjoy being around you and just talking to you. Unfortunately, it was just game wise, I felt like we kind of were leaning towards different people at that time. So yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I'm first for Rachel then, since at the next order. Whereas, okay. Rachel, bestie, I love you. Obviously know, Rachel, that I love you so much. You were absolutely one of the best people I've ever met in an org. And I cannot wait to meet you in Texas one day. I'm sorry that I could not make that happen this season with the final 2 situation. But Rachel, between you and Justin, I think you were the bigger threat. I think you had more connections than Justin did. And to me, I wanted to keep Justin on my side. And I think he was more beneficial for my game at that point. But you're a great person, a great player. I wish you would have made it farther. I wish we were the final 4, like us, this 4 right here. I wish we could have kept it all the way to the end, but I had to choose between you and Justin. And at that point in the game, it just made more sense to save Justin. Love you so much though. And I cannot wait to meet you soon. But
Rachel, especially before Redacted, we were in chats together, but we never ever like talked to one another. So after Trinity, having gotten to like talk to you and actually see what kind of person you are, I came to really love and adore you as a person and as an ally. I think you are like great at both. Unfortunately, we just got stuck in a situation where like 2 of our numbers were on the block, and I had to pick between what I thought would be best for me moving forward. I want to say I'm sorry because I know that vote had you like in tears, and I think you took it pretty personally. I want to say I'm sorry for that, but hey, I guess 3 out of the 4 isn't bad.
Quick moment of silence for 1 girl, 4 holes because we can't count. Okay.
Prize.
Rachel. I don't know where to start. We got pinned together as a duo really, really quickly, like every other game. And that sucks, but I mean, it was the inevitable. you know what I'm saying. Talking to you as a friend is probably one of my favorite things, and probably one of the really like friendships I have that I cherish the most in the org community. You mean so much to me, and I love you as a person, but hate playing with you in games because you're always going to give me a run of my why can't I English? You're always going to give me a run for my money. We've been in a situation where me and you have been on the block together in a game before. there was a different outcome for that one. So I was kind of excited that I got to play a Big Brother game and show my potential, sadly without you in it. And it sucked that we were sitting next to each other in the same position as we saw in the other game. But just know that I did get my sloppy seconds. I did. And I'm just so grateful that at the end of this game, I still get to call you my friend, because you are an amazing fucking person. And bless your soul. Yeehaw.
Seb, our last game together was not one that I would look at in fondness. I targeted you with you being literally the only other person not in the majority alliance at that time. So coming into this game and seeing you actually talk to me was a different side of you than what we did in Big Brother Disney. You finding out you are a wrestling fan was actually surprising to me, because I feel like there's very few of us in this community, but I was so glad to be able to talk to you about that stuff. And I hope that we can talk more outside of this game.
Is it my turn?
I've already forgotten the order, not going to.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Seb. So you're another one of my good friends from the org community. You are such a sweet person and down-to-earth person. And I feel like you're someone that I can talk and open up to and feel validated whenever I speak to you. And that's something I always respect, especially coming from most people in the org community. This game, I feel on both sides there was a lot of lying, and I feel like we could have definitely avoided that. And that's probably one of my biggest regrets this game. I think the world of you, and I hope you feel the same. And I feel so bad because I feel I never let us have the chance of working together so closely in a game. And I want that one day. I really, really do. And I hope you know that. It sucks the way you went, but I really hope that you get a chance in the future again to come back and show people why you're fucking Seb, and you're a good fucking player, and you're not gonna fucking mess around. You're gonna do whatever you can to get as far as you can, because you are such a good fucking player, and I want you to know that. I fucking love you, dude, and I wish you the absolute best of luck in every other org game, and I hope we can still keep talking and just keep being us at the end of the day.
Okay. Sebastian, you're someone that I think we had an amazing personal relationship. I think we have been through some similar situations. I think that you're a very smart guy, a very loyal guy to the people that you're loyal to. And Sammy, stop whining. And I'm excited to meet you Saturday. For as game reasons, though, is you told people a few weeks prior that you wanted to nominate me if you came into power. So it was honestly probably the easiest vote for me that round, like out of the season up to this point. Sammy, stop whining. I have chicken, and he really wants chicken. But yeah, sorry, Seb. You're great. You're a great guy. It just strategically, once again, did not make sense for me to save you at that point. But amazing person, amazing guy, and I'm sure you have some amazing. You're great. Thanks.
Next up is Billy. So, Billy, you're one of the people I actually did not know coming into this game. I promised the people that made a deal in the first HOH safety, and you were the only other person I ended up promising safety to. I felt like we had a really good call, and it felt like you didn't know where your head was at in the beginning. and I really wanted to work with you, and I wanted to see where I can go with you. So I ended up promising you safety, and I feel like that really benefited my game throughout it, and I know it benefited yours. You are a smart fucking player. If I had to rank people in order of winners, I feel like you and Peyton would have been up there. You surprised me, not gonna lie, especially after you got your footing in this game, and just having the drunk calls and just getting to know you on a personal level. Like, damn, you are an amazing fucking person. I don't know where we ended off, but I do hope our friendship can outlast this game, and I kind of hope we can start fresh moving forward, because you are one hell of a player, and I feel like I have a lot to learn from you. Anyways.
Okay. I guess it's my turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Billy. So I think early on, you were my ride or die in this game. When the game started progressing, I started realizing how your game and my game were getting attached to one another. And I knew at that point it was time to finally cut you off. But I absolutely adore you. I think you're a great guy. We had some amazing personal calls. I honestly probably early pre-game, like pre-jury, you were the person I called the most with. And I think you're an amazing guy. Like I said, once again, it just did not make sense at that point to save you. I don't think I'd be sitting here if I would have kept you this game. I think I would have been nominated against you, and I think I would have went home. Amazing guy. Nothing bad to say about you at all. You're extremely smart. Like probably this, like you said, like Justin said, probably the smartest guy here. So it just made sense for you to go that route. Much love, though.
Billy, you already know. I adore you. Every time we play a game together, I always get so excited. This is only like the second or third org, but every time we play together, you've always just been somebody that I can talk game with when I want to talk game with, talk life with when I want to talk life with. I never felt like I had to choose one or the other with you. Unfortunately, this game, like, I also considered you my ride or die early on, but whenever the Madison situation happened and I began talking to people and realized how many people considered you a close ally or ride or die, I just could not like find it within me to not vote you out. So and on a personal level, I love and adore you, but on a game level, I was like, there's only so many people he can be honest to whenever he says ride or die. So sorry. Whose turn is it? Is it mine?
It's mine.
Okay.
No, wait, I might say, yeah, it's my turn. Okay. Nolan. Nolan, you're someone that I feel like we had a good game relationship and personal relationship personally early on, that I was friends with someone that you were friends with. So we had that connection early on. And then what's really funny about our relationship is, though, after you evicted me is when I actually became the closest to you, I think. I knew how good of a player you are. So I wanted to talk to you and get to know you better. Excuse me. And I'm very glad I did. You're a great guy, a hell of a player, but there was no point of keeping you at that point. It would have only tanked my game. Like, you would have brought me down with you, unfortunately, I think. And at this point, I think this is when me, Jay, and Justin really solidified that we're going to be the final three after the double. So I think you had to go. This was the only chance for this three to happen for me and for them. So yeah, you're a great guy, though. Much love to you.
Nolan, I adored getting to rant and talk to you about Dead by Daylight. Most of everybody knows I'm a big horror movie fan. So having someone here to like just kind of rant about how trash of a killer this person is and how trash of a survivor this person is, it was definitely enjoyable for me, especially in this game. Like I said, with kind of Rachel, you kind of fall into that category with me, is like, I love and adore you as a person. This was the first time I feel like in an org that this is our first org, I think, that we played together, like, because I think we tend to get voted out when we're on different tribes. So this was the first time we actually got to play a game together, and I enjoyed every minute of it. So I'm sorry you went out, but hey, I'm still here, so.
Nolan, hi. So, where to start? I know you from a website called Zwooper. We ended up playing a Big Brother game back there. That went pretty well. And then season 5 happened. That did not go well. And then Rewrite the Stars happened. And I actually at one point considered you my closest ally out of every single person in this house. And when you promised me you were going to use veto on me the week me and Seb were up together originally, I was like, fuck yeah, like, thanks. Like, now he's really proving to me he's loyal. But then it turns out you also made that same promise to Seb. And I was like, okay, period. Maybe he's not as loyal. And then you used the veto on Seb. And then I was like, okay, cool, whatever. But you were like, I got your back. I got your back. I got your back. This and that in my ears. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, whatever. And then you said you were going to fight for me. But that round when it was me and Jerry up on the block, bestie, you didn't do any fighting for me, I don't think. That was all other people. And to hear that you were going to go to bat for me and really do this and that for me, but you didn't, really let me down and kind of like really pissed me off. So that's when I was like, okay, maybe he's not my closest ally. Maybe I'm just kind of going to like step away from him. But, you know, little me likes to give second chances, you know. I'm nice, I'm sweet, I'm forgiving. And then you won HOH. And then you won HOH. And knowing that you got my back, you know, you got my back, bestie. I believe in you. You put me on the block. You got my back. You put me up on the block against, everyone was saying my closest ally, Rachel, but honestly, I don't think Rachel would have been my closest ally. I definitely think I would have voted Rachel out if I got the chance, but everyone was pushing in your ear that me and Rachel were a duo and you had to make a move, and you figuring that me and Rachel were a duo, you put me up next to her, but you had my back. You always had my back, and I'll never forgive you for having my back. So yeah, you ended up putting me up on the block, and I was just like, okay, perfect. And then it came full circle because I won HOH, and then me having your back, I put you up on that on the block, and then you got sent home on my HOH. So Nolan, I'm really glad to know that you knew that I had your back also. Actually, I took your spine when you walked out of the door, but I mean, I enjoyed the sloppy seconds. I really did. It was kind of peaceful, and nice and yummy. Other than that, game-wise, you as a person, amazing. I loved our little shopping call that we went on where we looked on Nike, Adidas, and every other fucking store you can buy clothes off of, and, you know, just find shit to buy and judge together. That was fun. I like that, Nolan. I don't like game player Nolan because I feel like you get a little too big for your head and it fucks you over. Hopefully I get to see you again down the road. But other than that, I do like you. I do. I promise I do. But game-wise, no. I do not.
It's the way that I went away for like 2 minutes and you're still talking about it.
Oh, I was. I was. Mm-hmm.
So Chloe's next. I think Jay would go first.
Yeah.
Or no, yeah. Okay.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry.
Wait.
No, wait, who goes first? Wait, I went first on Nolan.
No, it's Jay. It's Jay.
It's Jay. Okay. So I go last. Okay.
I was, by the time you left, Chloe, I was so fucking terrified. I was going to be nominated next to you, and my ass was just going to be thrown out that fucking door. Um, uh, Towards the beginning of the game, I really felt like we didn't have much of a connection. I felt like, you know, she doesn't really talk too much to me, so I could see why other people found it easy to nominate her. Towards the end of the game, though, I really feel like you stepped it up and you began coming to me, approaching me, and talking. And I found you to be the funniest thing. Your Snapchat sent me. I loved every time I logged into Snapchat. I loved just seeing whatever shenanigans you were doing that night before normally. So I love and adore you. I'm so glad I actually got to meet you in this game because you were like one of the few people that not only did I not know, but like I didn't know someone who knew, like you were truly one of the few people, if not the only person in this game that I knew nothing about coming into this game. So I'm so happy I got to meet you and to learn about you.
I think it's me now. So coming into this game, you're also another person that I really didn't know that well. Like I knew of you, but I didn't like know you. But then playing this game, I got to know you, and Chloe, dumb bimbo bitch, you fucking stole my heart. Let's just say that. Like you are hilarious. I think it's so iconic that we're always smoking. I mean, you with your iconic cigarettes and me with my views. Like we're always doing something related to smoking. So at Final 15, I made a drunk Final 2 with her. And honestly, I probably would have stuck to it. But at the same time, I was drunk. So I was like, maybe. I mean, I was like, I do want Caleb and Jay to go farther. So like, I want her to go as far as I can get her. But
now, were you drunk when you were saying that, or were you sober? Which one?
No, I mean, I was drunk when I said it, but sober me meant I wanted to sit with y'all. But
I meant when you were talking about us, were you drunk when you said that?
No, yeah, you were a light in this game. Like your personality just made everything easier. It sucked seeing you on the block so many times, but girly, I don't know how you did it, but you managed to sway us into keeping you as long as we could. And I wish you could have made it a little farther, but I'm proud of you. You almost got the record. I think you should be proud of your game. I know we're all proud of you. You're such a fucking sweetheart. And honestly, like, I love you so much. And I think this game, like, it was a pleasure having you in this game because you deserve to be here just like the rest of us. So.
Okay. All right. Oh, get up here, Sammy. Chloe, I think if we had an award for Miss Congeniality, I do think you would have won that. You're an absolutely amazing person. Your like light shines through. I think every time you come on call, like there's nothing bad I don't think any of us could say about you. But at that point, on a game level reasons, I think that if I sat on the block with you, I would have went home. I think, you know, had you survived that eviction, you easily could escape to the final 3 and then maybe even won your way to the final 2, and you would have been absolutely 9-0 the winner, because that shows how great of a player you actually are. I think we all respected your game, but I think at that point we knew you had to go sooner or later. And unfortunately, it was just your time to go during that eviction. But once again, though, Chloe, I adored you. I enjoyed every single call I went on with you. And I'm sorry for evicting you 3 times. But you're absolutely amazing. You're great. Thank you so much for being a part of the season. Thank you for letting me have the pleasure to meet you. Like, I'm just so glad to meet you this game. So thank you.
Oh, Connor?
Do I go first for Connor? Is that how that works?
I do.
Okay, then I go second, then Jay. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, Mr. Connor, you are an absolute sweetheart. Like you're also a ball of sunshine, and I feel like you don't have any sort of negativity in your body, which I think is really, really cool. In the beginning, when I nominated you week 1, you were inactive, which sucked because like we have played a past game together, but we haven't talked since then. So I was like, oh, I kind of want to like talk to him a little more and get to know him. You then became active, and I was like, thank gosh. Like, I want this person to go far. Like, I want to work with him closely. And I feel like none of that really happened on my part. I won't deny that. You had my back during the Rachel vote. You were one of the people that had my back, and I can't thank you enough for that. It did suck voting you out even after that, but I knew game-wise you got yourself in probably one of the best positions, and to see you get this far and then have your back up against the wall, that kind of sucked. But at the same time, I feel like you kind of understood. Like, you took nothing personally. You were just always there with a smile on your face. Even if you were muted, I can just tell you were smiling. Like, you are just so fucking kind. And we need more kindness like that in the org community and in the world in general. And I wish you the best of luck in all future org projects you're a part of, because you're just a genuine fucking person. And I'm grateful. Oh, not the voice crack. I'm grateful that we got this chance to play with each other once again. Also, your hat is so cute.
Okay. Connor, I think you were definitely probably the nicest guy here. I do think you have a heart of gold, and I think like it just shows as every time we see you come on camera, every time you talk. I'm really proud of our story arc of the season. You went from nominating me to, I think, us becoming very close allies in this game. I think if you made the final 2, you have an underdog story like no other. Great human being. And I think you should be very proud of the game you played. You made it to the final 6 against all odds, honestly. And I think that is what you call a true underdog and a true hero of the season. Absolutely great guy. I'm sorry for evicting you at that point. I think Jay and me and Justin have, like I said, solidified our 3 at this point. It would have made no strategic sense for me to evict Jay over you during that eviction. Love you so much as a person and as a player, and congrats on doing so well.
Connor, sitting next to you on the block was definitely like one of the probably top 3 hardest things I've had to do in my org career. You know, I consider you like a brother. I would do just about anything in this world for you. I would. And going from week 1 and me wanting you to go because I didn't want another Jay and Jabbar situation. I didn't want season 2, part 2, to then getting to actually play pretty far with you meant the fucking world to me. And every game we played, you and I have always been targeted first. The first time we're on a tribe together, the first round. So getting to play a game together and realizing we can actually make it through just one round, even if you were nominated round 1, even if just being able to make it through one round with you and play this game together with you, I was so happy that we got to experience this game together. And I know you and me probably won't play more games together again after this just because of our past. But I'm so glad that we got to leave on a good note like this.
All right, I guess I start off with Madison, right? Madison, you were my birthday bestie, July 12th for the win. So excited to meet you Saturday. You're an absolute beast and legend in this game. I don't think you realize how good of a player you are. I think at this point, like, I think I can speak for Justin and Jay here. I think we all knew if you made it to that final two, you were winning this game, no matter who you were sitting against. But on a personal level, I love you so much. You, like I said, you inspire me. Like the way you have like went and go get it, like you're a go-getter, you know, like you like do what you love. You moved to Orlando because you love Disney. And I think that's kind of inspiring in a way, because it's like you took a passion and you made it a reality. And I'm very, 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 very thankful of that I got to meet you this game. I think you should be extremely proud of the way you played. I think you're an all-star. I think, honestly, like you have one of the best games I think I've ever seen personally. So be proud of the way you are. Be proud of the way you played. You're absolutely amazing. You're great. Never change who you are, please, Madison. And I will buy you a drink when we meet in person for voting you out. So love you so much.
Madison, why is it every time I play an org, you have to be there with me? Like, this game has really shown me just how much of a complete badass you can be, and not just physical, not just social, not just strategic. You, to me, if I had to look at this cast and say who is the most well-rounded player, I think I would put you. Like, I think you really go above and beyond in just about all of those categories. I was a bit nervous, not going to lie, coming into this game, because we do have a history of immediately kind of side-eyeing each other, being like, I'm not going to be the one to put you up, but if you're on the block. So I am so glad that we got the chance early on in the game to actually talk and be like, you know, wouldn't it be nice if like one time we just at least made it to the jury without immediately gunning for each other? I love you as a person. I am so glad we started Snapchatting more, came across your TikTok on my For You page somehow. Like, I adore you, and I am so glad that we actually got to play a game with each other at certain points instead of like against each other the entire time.
Miss Madison Kimrat Kimry, my Tweedledee to my Tweedledum. Every fucking game we play together, you snaked me. You missed me. You take the first shot and you're successful. You snipe me right to the head, stab me in the back, and you do it flawlessly. Like, let's just put that out there. Like, you are so good and sneaky with how you do everything. And that's one of these, like, that's one thing I have to respect you for, like, as a game player. Like, you are so good. Like, that's that. It was really weird seeing us actually like work closely together in a game. I was sure that you evicted me over Rachel, and that's why I was trying to make it seem like I was really loyal to the hot potatoes, which were me, you, Josh. I thought you both tried evicting me, so I figured if y'all were gonna chat with me, then maybe y'all would try to stay closer to me. But it turns out I was wrong about you evicting me, but I was right about Josh. So to see you have like an actual ounce of like honesty and loyalty to me, like, that genuinely made me happy, because, you know, if the shoe fits, you always fuck me over, and I never got the chance to like really outshine you or make it farther than you, except for one other game. And to know that you do have an ounce of loyalty towards me, that really genuinely meant a lot to me. And to kind of rewrite a star and take you out before you could take me out, that felt delicious. I can't lie. That felt scrumptious. It was yummy. Other than that, like, personally, you know, I love you, and I love calling with you and just being stupid and having fun on calls, and that will mean a lot to me. And I hope we will still keep doing that no matter what. But personally, you are the scariest fucking person I think I've ever fucking played with. Bless your soul. Yeah. Thank you. I love you.
I just want to say something. Oh, sorry.
No,
Say
you're
it again.
No, you're good.
Okay. I was rewatching the HOH competition, and I really did say I said Justin. I think you're actually worse at me, and then it just falls over. And I was watching it, and I was like watching Michael's reaction,
That really
and then Jay
helped.
being like, "I won."
It was just so soon. I was like, what? Anyway.
Next up, who does it next?
I do. Yeah. Joshy Boo. I have never been more infuriated at a person as I was for that one night. Never has an org made me angry cry. I have never angry cried in an org. But my God, the fact that, week one, me and Jerry had that Fantasy Alliance, and I had no idea what the name even was. And then you were like one of those allies to me that like I felt like we just could never get on the same page. We always wanted to evict different people, and then we would both always be like, well, as long as we watch each other's backs moving forward. And I'm just like, hello. Josh, a part of me died that night. A part of me just looked at you and said, I might be going to jail within the next 24 hours. I might. So I think you took a little bit of my lifespan off, but I am so glad that I got to experience a org with you. We have played so many group games together. So seeing that you are as big of a snake in an org as you are in a group game was very, very fun. Your speech was an attempt. It was one of my probably my top two moments of the season. Both came from you. Whenever you said you and Madison were the only two people from one season left in the game, and me and Caleb were just like, have you been evicted? Or like, and the other moment was you saying that, you've had my back since week one, whenever you were giving your eviction speech, and I was just like, I am so glad I got to experience all of the ups and downs with you. I appreciate the downs as much as I appreciate the ups. So the next time we play a game together, I hope that we can avoid the downs a little bit more and have a lot more ups.
Mm-hmm. My second boot bestie. Oh, Josh. I don't know. Like in the beginning, like we talked and we're like, okay, second boot besties, like we're gonna kill it, like obviously. And I fucking love you. Like we're always like. Sorry, Zach just roasted me in my proud chat and I'm pissed. Okay, anyway, to be able to wrap it up just here. Oh, perfect. Okay, so, geez, stop distracting me. Anyway, so Josh, you know how I feel about you. You are fucking sweet. You are. I have to close my laptop. You are fucking sweet. You are genuinely such a. You just make my heart happy whenever I talk to you. Even if you're on your phone or doing something else when we're on a call together, I can just tell you're listening, even when it feels like you're not. You are fucking like so great to work with. We always work well together. We just connect and bond really well. And I'm so fucking grateful for that. I want to meet you so fucking bad. And I'm grateful we got close together and actually kind of like were able to show our loyalty to each other this game. But at the end of the day, I knew where my true loyalties lied. And that was definitely a main reason why I was not letting Jay go nowhere. I was like, they think I'm final two with Josh. That's not fucking true, bestie. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I love you, but no. I was like, my true loyalties last with Jay and Caleb. And I was like, I'm not going to fuck this up. I was like, I knew the power of Trace plus Rachel were a thing since week one. And I was like, that's where I'm keeping this. That's where my loyalties lies. And I was like, as soon as I save Jay, I know that they're going to be pissed at me. But I need to prove to the other people that this is where I had. Oh my God, this is where I have been this whole game, and I am staying that way for the rest of it. I know y'all wanted Jay gone, but bestie, I could not allow that, and I hope you can respect that. Exactly. I love you, know that, and I want to meet up with you one day, and I'm grateful for you. And you played a good game, but you also evicted me. So I had to keep that in mind too, bestie. So I don't know where Caleb went.
Yeah, I guess you gotta wait for Caleb now. But
it looks like the hurricane knocked him out of the competition. So what?
I'm just going to give quick shout outs because I know the public will be able to watch this after, but I'm pretty sure no one will. Quick shout out to my production team, Zach and Drew. Y'all have been fucking amazing throughout this game. I fucking love y'all. Kisses, hugs, whatever, gay. Anyway. Shout out to Foser, CLC, Marcelo, my straight bestie, because we're heteros. And anyone else that has supported me, like, I'm so grateful. I cannot believe I fucking made it this far. And I hope I make it at least to like top 50 in the power rankings. Michael? What are supporters? I don't know. I think you lost yours when you put up Madison.
I'm pretty sure I lost them long before oh wait, which time I put up Madison?
True.
Okay. Shout out to Jabbar. Shout out to Nikita Jodali Lemon. Shout out to honestly two people that have rooted for me this entire game. Thank you guys. I see you. Shout out to production for rigging the part 3 HOH for me.
Part 1. I didn't rig part 3 for you yet.
Oh, okay. He only rigged part 1. My bad. He was actually outside of Caleb's frame with a fan.
Okay, Caleb, talk about Josh before your internet dies.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Josh. So early on, I thought you and I were going to work very closely together. And then I think towards the early middle parts of the game is kind of when we drifted apart strategically. I think we had a very good personal game this entire season. I just think we were kind of on opposite ends of the house, especially after the Rachel vote is when I kind of felt like our game started drifting on opposite ends of the house. But I did save you during the Billy vote because I was more I thought it was better for my game to save you during that vote. And but yeah, sorry, but I'm like really distraught because all this internet stuff. But I am extremely glad that I have met you. I think you're an absolutely legend of a person. Once again, cannot wait to meet you on Saturday. I think you have so much good in the world, and I'm so happy you are dating the host of the season. And I'm just extremely glad that I met you. And keep letting your light shine, my king. Amazing.
Okay.
Power Trace, final 3, armpit swell.
So once again, congratulations to you three on making it this far. This was a really fun season. So I'm really glad we did this season when we did. It's been a blast. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys. So we will be doing part 2 very shortly. And then finale is on Wednesday. So we're gonna have a new winner very shortly.
Ooh.
So with that, that's all I have for you.